Hello there. My husband and I have started putting in the garden, and we are just wrapping it up today. We're getting the fence around it. We already got the soil in, and we need to get this fence in because of dogs. So that's what we did today, and we will show you next. Okay, we are starting the garden, and I had a guy come out yesterday. He rototillered. He went over it a couple times, boom, 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 and he was done. I barely got any slug bait out.
Slug bait?
And he was already done. So today, I got to get the clumps of grass out.
Okay.
And get it raked, and then put manure down. And
How much manure are you talking about for, what is this, 12 by 12, 12 by 16, what is this?
12 by 12, 11 by 11, 10 by 10, I'm not sure.
Okay, it's that size.
So, but I bought 10 bags.
10 bags.
Yeah.
Make some sunshine through?
Yeah.
Sunshine through, okay.
Okay.
There it is.
Amber, what are you doing in the greenhouse?
Lower on down.
Are you checking out the lettuce? Okay, it fit.
I just happen to have these zip ties on me. How convenient is that? We'll just add a few extras on there.
Well, you guys have a good day.
All right,
Hey,
thank you.
Not a problem. Hope it all works out for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe on the other side.
Okay, wave.
Boom. Just like that. Yeah, baby. I think I'll put one more on there just for fun.
Okay.
Just for fun, and because I have one.
Good.
This is a strap that's going to hopefully save a mess.
Okay. Do you ever feel like you're caged in?
Yes, I'm married, remember?
Oh, Dana. So rude.
Okay, so the fun part's going to be getting this through that fencing. I can't reach through there.
Oh.
So reach your hand through the hole, and I'll attempt to swing it to you so you can grab it. How about that? Here it comes. Come on. Oh,
Don't
no way.
hook.
Okay. Here it comes. Ready?
Trying. Ah, ah,
You got reflexes like an elephant. Come on now. There you
got it.
go. All right. Pull it up. There. Did I say today how much I love this truck?
Yes, you love this truck
I love this truck.
because it has built-in
Built in Texas.
thingies.
Oh, yes, it has all kinds of tie-downs.
Built in Texas.
But the truck was
okay.
actually built in Texas.
Yeah,
But
okay.
that's not actually why I love it. I mean, I think that's awesome. I just love this truck because it's just an awesome truck.
Yep.
It's got everything.
So
a
it has
person could
these
want.
things. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, it's got these you can move around.
Yeah.
It's got built-in tie-downs there, built-in tie-downs there. And these, like I said,
There,
these trackers slide all over the
there,
place. It's got more
there.
tie-downs in the corners.
Yep.
It's got cubby holes for storage there, another cubby hole over there, and a 110 outlet right under there. I just love this truck.
That is awesome.
That is really awesome. Trust me, I know I've used it.
So, let's go home.
Let's go home.
Let's explain what we have here before we start.
Okay, so in this project, you got, what is this, about 12 by 12, give or take, ish.
12 by 12, yeah.
12 by 12 ish. And we got some 5.5 inch, or 5.5 foot, sorry, T-posts that we're using. And these will go in. You need to bury these in until the spade is underground. And the way that I've chosen to do this is I'll put one on each corner and then one in the middle. It's probably not needed to have one in the middle. Given the gauge of wire, we got a pretty heavy gauge wire fencing right here.
Let's take a look.
Get a good zoom in on it. And this is the kind that's wrapped around right here,
Yeah.
and it's not tack welded. Is this gauge of wire needed? Probably not. Beans don't weigh that much unless you got cows pushing in. You really don't need this gauge of wire, but we have a couple labs, and so this will definitely last longer than the other gauge of wire. This will probably be well beyond our lifetime type wire, so if you want to just do it once and never worry about it again, go ahead. Amber, get out of there.
Come on, girl.
You're a chow hound.
Get over here. Come on.
Down.
Come on. All right. All right.
Okay.
Good
so,
girl.
anyway, this only comes at our local area anyway. You can only get it a minimum of 100 foot length, and they have varying different heights. The other stuff you can get in 50 foot or 100 and so on like that. All different variables. So you just got to figure out, map out, just measure out what you need with some overlay or whatever. In this case, we need about 42, 48 feet, and I figured a little bit along the ends, and I also did not take away from the fencing for the opening and the gateway we're going to have. So because I like to figure long. If I got scrap, that's great. I can live with that. And so as you can see with my dog, who apparently likes worm castings and fertilizers and things, that's Amber. This is why we need to put this up, because we're going to have fertilizers in here, plants, and our dogs are part cows, so they'll eat everything in here. And of course, we don't
Yeah.
want them.
Black Angus.
Yeah. We don't want them. We don't want them getting sick on fertilizers or tearing up the garden. So we're going to put this in and put an end to that and head off the agony to start with. And with that, let's roll. Okay, so as we were talking about, we've got 4 foot fencing over there, and we got 5.5 foot tall T-posts. Okay, call them T-posts because they're shaped like a T. They got the barbs that you actually hook the fencing on and put your brackets on. I can grab those and show you in a second. But one neat little tip is, when you're driving these in, obviously you want to go below the spade, but you also want the top of this, when you put your fencing on, you want to have your fencing at least pretty even with this, okay? You don't want it all looking goofy. So if you're not sure how far to drive these in and have it match your fence, you just do this. You flip it over, okay? And then you go over to your fencing, and you set it up next to your fencing like this. And in this case, you can see about 2 of these nubs. So if we drove this in with down to the second nub into the ground, then we know the top of the fence should be approximately right where we want it, give or take. We're not doing an art project here, but that's going to get you looking pretty good. Beyond that, a little bit right there is bend to fit, because as you can see by the terrain here, the terrain is higher over there than it is here, so the fence is going to be going up there, down over there. There's going to be some wankiness going on. There's no way around it because I'm not willing to level the entire property for this. Window.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the clips used for T-post clips. The way you're supposed to use these is you come in, you hook this side on here, and then you bring the other one, around this side, and then you just kind of bend it over. When you do it that way, it's a little bit loose, and I mean that works fine. That works fine. And then you can crimp this part against it, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm kind of trying to get a little bit tighter in some spots. This corner worked out pretty good, so it doesn't really matter on this one. But some of them I cross this piece over into this loop, depending on what I'm doing. Just kind of use your best judgment. The way you're supposed to use these, though, is you just hook that in there. If you want to go ahead and, you hook that in there and bend this one around, and then you grab this end, this tag end right here, and bend it up back through it. And then when this one over here comes underneath, then you grab that tag end and loop it around. That's how you're supposed to use it. They also sell a tool, Coastal and other places, that's got like a rod with a little hinge on it and a hole in it, and allows you to just kind of hook it on there and push it in and put it through the hole in that rod and pull it through. It's much simpler and easier to do. But if you're just doing a small project like this and you seldom ever do fence, there's no sense in spending 13 bucks on the tool. Just grab some pliers. And down here, what I'm doing down here with the vice grips, okay, is I'm just clamping that on there like that to get a little bit of tension on the fence. I don't have a fence stretch or anything like that, so you just use what you got. And that works pretty good. Different size. I got a little guy if I just had a little gap to pick up and whatnot, so just use what you got. And that's it.
Okay, here is our hog panel that we're going to use as a trellis in the entrance of the garden. It is bowed. As you can see, it is bending to the left here, and we need to make it straight, so we need to figure out what we're going to do about that.
I think I got a plan.
You think you got a plan?
I think I got a plan. So,
Okay.
what if I could find some wire like this? Something along these lines.
Like okay,
And
the tomato cage here.
So, yeah, it won't take much. So something like that. If I found some wire like this and I cut it here and bent this over into just a hook and just drive that whole thing down the ground like a stake right at the end, maybe two of them on each side, that'd hold it. And it wouldn't get cut up in a weed eater or nothing like that.
Okay, that'll work.
So let me go on the hunt for, oh look, there's tomato cages over there I could cut up.
Are they ones I need to use?
Hopefully. That way I can
No. I need more. I don't need less.
Are these good ones?
Those are good ones. I want the tall ones.
Okay, what's
Because,
this? Is that a good one?
This is a good one because it's really short.
This is a good one because it's really tall. This one's going to be really short.
Well, no. I mean, this is a good one for me. This is a good one for you.
For me?
If you want to use this one. Although.
Okay, but if I cut it, it's ruined. That's it. So maybe I need to find some thicker wire. Let me go in my shop and see.
I mean, we have this kind of stuff here that I am not going to use.
Okay, so let me go in my shop and see what I can dig up. How about that? That'll work. Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get a tape measure here. And
Yeah.
we'll measure between these two posts. And that's 54 inches.
Okay. I'll get to the side so
what
you
I'll do
don't
is I'll
moon
straighten
me.
this one out at 90.
Okay.
Like that.
Freedom, you gonna help? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Straighten that out about 90. Doesn't have to be perfect, does it?
No, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Just good enough.
Just so I can get a wheelbarrow in, and
Well, this is for the keep the fence.
yeah, and I want to keep it somewhat squared.
Okay. So I hooked them over so they'll drive down into the ground. The point won't be sticking up. At least that's the idea. Like that. And then the other one, we come over 54.
Okay.
Off of that.
Okay.
This is the grand plan. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how this pans out.
Okay.
54 puts it right here. So because it's pushing out that way, I'm going to put the stake on the outside of it.
Okay.
And we'll go in about there. Okay, right about there. Push that in some. Like that.
Make it so I don't trip over it. Stub my bare toes. Like I'm gardening in bare feet. There we
Okay,
go.
there's those two. Now, I don't know if we need them in here or not, but I made two more.
Well, why don't we
Just in
do that?
case.
because I will be,
You'll
You
be
know,
knocking
I'll
them
be-
around.
I'll be planting right there, so heavy things will be going up it and
Okay, so then what I'll do is I'll kind of straighten this one out a
whatever I
little bit.
decide to plant there.
Get it close,
Yeah.
about there-ish. Close enough for government work.
So true.
Alright. And then we smack all of that thing in. Now I want you to notice I made these out of some of my metal art piece material. And
you did what?
I made these out of some of my material that I use for making metal art. And so these were organically grown steel.
Are
So-
you sure you want to loan those out?
Well, I know I'm giving them because I don't want them back now.
Well, yeah.
They've touched chicken poo, so you can keep them. 54, right?
Yes.
All right.
You said 54.
All right, come on now, play nice. My tape measure did work better until my wife decided to
Hey
put it in the
now.
mud and step on it several times.
Hey now.
Just telling the truth. Which probably should lead me to my next helpful tip. As soon as I get this driven in, I'll explain that. Alright. Unbeknownst to the undecided gardener, I'll take it apart and fix it so it works. This little button here, when you put it out, it
Yes,
actually locks the tape measure
Dear.
so that you don't have to do this.
Yeah. I was in a hurry.
Yeah, not your tape measure.
So I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something from us. My husband's has a lot of knowledge that I don't. So I love what he's done, and my vision is just going crazy. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.